We had spoken last time, and we were talking about boosters, and you're talking about, okay, we're getting lined up. We're going to have the drive-through. Linwood's all getting ready to go. And then the FDA votes by, and this is what, not even close, 16-2, that boosters, they are not recommending them. How does that affect, A, what do you think about that? And B, how does that affect anything you at the med school might do as far as distribution?
Well, as we talked about, the recommendation for boosters needed to be a medical decision, not a political one, and that's what the committee has said, is that the data that's available supports boosters for those age 65 and older, and those with high risk exposures like healthcare workers and teachers, they specifically said. And this is the first step in a four-step process. So the committee made a recommendation. The FDA itself will evaluate that this week, and they will make a recommendation or an approval or not. Then that will go to CDC's advisory committee, and the CDC advisory committee will evaluate that and further refine the recommendation, a list of specifically who they want to be eligible for vaccines, again, prioritizing based on supply, all those things. And then it will come to the State Department of Health, Louisiana Department of Health, to make a final decision or green light on boosters. So we still have a few steps in that process.
In your experience, is the FDA do they occasionally go against the grain from what you call the medical community? Were you surprised at that? And if you were or were not, explain.
Well, I wasn't surprised by the committee's recommendation. It is a complicated question, but the data is solid that folks over 65 will benefit most from a booster. So I'm very comfortable with that decision. I think it's a good decision based on where we are in this pandemic at this point. Because otherwise, if we sort of open up to everybody, we're going to be doing an awful lot of work for no medical benefit. Right? The vast majority of people, young, healthy adults, do not need boosters to be protected against the Delta variant.